Hi guys and welcome back to Icon UK. Today I am joined here with Roxi.
Hi!
We are going to be doing a makeup swap today, and what that basically means is I am going to be doing Roxi's makeup how I usually like to do my makeup.
I'm excited.
It's going to be a little bit different to how Roxi usually does hers, and we're just going to see how it turns out. So if you do want to see how I transform Roxi, then just keep on watching. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Paris True Match Le Touche Magique Concealer, and this is in Natural Beige, and I'm going to be using this as an eye primer, and I'm also going to be using it under her eyes a little bit later on, but for now we're just going to be using it to like cancel out her natural eye tones. So I'm just going to be popping this on all over the lid. I don't want to put too much of this.
This one doesn't crease as much either.
Yeah. I'm just going to be patting this in with a flat brush just to make sure it's all nice and sort of full coverage on there. We don't want to swipe too much of this away. Do you ever use concealers as a primer?
All the time.
I feel like it's so convenient as well.
I love doubling products, like
having two uses for them. Definitely. So when you're using a concealer, you do want to make sure that you're setting it in place, because otherwise it will move about and most likely crease throughout the day, because it's going to warm it up and it will kind of just sink into those lines. So I'm going to be taking the Soap & Glory Instant Retouch Powder for that. I'm just taking it on a fairly small powder brush, and close your eyes for me. And just set that into place. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and this is where it's going to start to get a little bit different for Roxi. It's going to be quite glam and a little bit more intense compared to what she usually likes to go for.
I usually like to go for something a bit more natural, like quite cool tones as well.
They are definitely quite warm, and it's also going to make her blue eyes really, really pop as well. So I'm going to get started off with Peaches and Cream, which is this really nice peach shade. I'm just blending this into her crease first of all, and as you can see, it looks really natural, but that's what's going to really help everything blend out nice and seamlessly.
This palette smells so nice as well. I can smell it from here.
This is when things start getting funky. So next I'm going to be taking Puree, which is this really warm brown. It's very intense and it has a really strong orangey undertone. So I'm going to go with that into the crease and just start blending it to start to create some of that smokiness. I really like to go back and forth between brushes just to make sure everything's blending really nicely, and I do like to make sure I'm applying everything very gradually as well, because if you apply too much at once it gets very hard to take away, and that way it just looks nice and blended. Blending is everything. I'm keeping it primarily on the outer corner, and this is really going to change the shape of Roxi's eyes, really going to turn them upwards and give her that cat eye look, which she doesn't usually go for. So I haven't actually gone into any darker colour yet. I'm just going into this color and really building this up, because I feel like that way you just get a really nice blend. When she opens up her eyes, you can just see that it kind of just transitions into her skin tone, and that's what you really want instead of it looking choppy. It'll be very interesting to see if you actually like something that's so different.
I think I will.
Next, I'm going to be taking this shade, which is called Summer Yum, and this is a really intense warm brown. It's got a really strong red undertone. I'm just putting this again on the outer corner. I'm just kind of patting it on, and then I'll be blending it after with that previous brush. So next I'm going to be taking Bellini, and I think I'm going to mix it in a little bit with the shade Nectar, just to lighten it a little bit. It's kind of like a rose gold shade, and I think that's very different for you. I don't think you ever use rose golds, do you? So I'm just going to be patting this all along that inner half. Next, I'm going to be taking the shade Tempting, which is this glittery black shade. Now, usually I wouldn't put a glittery black in the crease, but I'm not going to be putting too much of this. I just want to intensify that outer V area to really make it look nice and smoky, but I'm going to be applying quite a bit of eyeliner, so I don't need to apply too much black.
I don't usually put black anywhere in my eyes because it just always goes wrong.
So as you can see, she's got a little bit of fallout, and that's definitely something that you have to think about when you're doing an intense eye look. You might want to do your foundation afterwards, or be prepared to go on top of it with a little bit of concealer, which is what I'm going to do afterwards. So as you can imagine, black is one of the hardest shades to get rid of as an eyeshadow fallout. It just sticks, and it's so annoying. So I'm going to show you guys kind of like how I like to fix it up if I have my base on already. So what I'd like to do is just take a powder brush and just dust away as many of the particles that aren't stuck to the face yet. So that kind of got rid of a lot of them, to be honest. On this side, there's quite a few that have stuck. So next I'm going to be doing her eyeliner, and this is a big part for me because as you can tell, I love a good wing. I love a good wing. Yeah. Of course I'm going to suit it to Roxy's eye shape because everyone is different. She can't have exactly what I have. And yeah, I'm taking a gel eyeliner and just taking it across the top lash line and maybe smudging it out a little bit as well. So I went ahead and applied some false lashes onto Roxy's eyes, and she is not used to them.
They feel quite heavy, but I know they're probably not.
They touch your eyebrows. I mean, honestly, like once you get used to them, like I wear false lashes almost every day, so I'm used to them. But for somebody that's not new, like quite new to it, it does feel really weird. So yeah, you'll get used to it. Next, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Paris Super Liner Matte Matic Pencil, and I'm going to be filling this on Roxy's waterline just to smoke it out a little bit. I'm not going to be taking anything onto the bottom though because I want it all to be about the top. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline The Colossal Go Extreme Volume Waterproof Mascara. It really is a mouthful, isn't it? I'm going to be applying that onto the bottom lashes just to finish off the eye look. So for Roxy's lips, I'm going to be taking the Lip Cheat Pencil from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in the shade Iconic Nude. I think this will really pair nicely with the intense eyes, just to play down the lips a little bit. And then to fill in the lips, I'm going to be taking NARS Napoli lipstick, and this is a really pretty peachy nude. So we are all done, and we're going to do the reveal now. Let's see what Roxy thinks of it.
Oh my goodness. No, it's really nice, but it's very heavy. I wouldn't usually go for something this heavy, but I do really like it.
Do you like the colours I use?
Yeah, I do. It does make my eyes pop.
Yeah, I think personally the warm colours really go on her, and I think you should use more warm colours from now on, but
I will try to.
I think it looks really nice on you.
Thank you.
So if you did like this video, then don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and also for another video from me, click down there, and we will see you guys very soon. Bye! Bye.